Midstates Wireless is a public safety radio company. I started here in about 2001, and my dad started working here in the early 50s, and he and my uncle bought the business together. We had 100% of our banking with another major bank in town, and they were going through some transition. And a banker, Mark Nauman, walked through the door. He was just out knocking on doors in downtown Fargo, trying to grow the business. And he introduced himself, and I'm like, well, you know, we're pretty comfortable with our other bank, and we're fine. And he goes, well, keep me in mind. And that was kind of the end of it. Well, the changes that the other bank was going through, basically they changed from being a relationship bank to a transactional bank. You know, lo and behold, I did not know how that was going to affect me. So we wanted to build some more storage. I talked to a guy that did lending for storage. We wanted to buy a building in downtown. They were super hesitant. I was so frustrated, and so I can't bank this way. I went back to my office and I picked up Mark's card and I called him. The rest is history. My dad was working in Hawley, and in the spring he was diagnosed with bladder cancer and went through some pretty aggressive chemotherapy. So he went into the hospital, and it's one of those stories that I think 100 people could tell. You know, everything was going really great right up until when it wasn't. We were all sitting in the family room. They were going to do some exercises with him, have him stand up, when the doctor came in and said, you know, your dad's in a lot of pain. We're going to need to start medicating him, and you won't be able to talk to him again. And so we were all there when he passed away, and it was like night and day. I was lost. Not only had I lost my dad, but I lost my business partner. And one of the first calls I had to make was to Alerus. So the first person I called was Sandy Corbel. I came in and talked to her, and I told her exactly what was going on. I told her I was, you know, my dad's personal representative for the will. And Sandy was just so wonderful. We brought my mom in to talk to her. And then once she met with Alerus and knew that somebody would act basically in Dad's role and make sure that nobody takes advantage of her. Now I'm the managing partner. And it's nice because I spend a lot of those conversations with my brother, you know, that takes care of storage and property management for us downtown. Because we're a small family, there's nobody, that's it. It's he and I sitting across making decisions about a multi-million-dollar company. And I don't know how it happened. I can't figure out how we got here. Right after my dad died is probably the most memorable time that I had when Alerus, without question, stood behind me. I knew that that was one less thing on my plate. My plate was so full I was drowning. And when he passed away and I had my meeting with Cole, and we went through everything, we went through mortgages, we went through my personal position, and the only real thing that came out of his mouth is he goes, well, we'll stand behind you. I can't tell you, if running these companies felt like a yoke, at least that lightened it a little bit. I will be forever thankful for that. Right now, when I look back at things that we've done since we partnered with Alerus, we've grown our businesses tremendously. I've refinanced my houses, my vehicles. Our other son bought a house. We have 401k support that we love. I have put them to the ultimate test, and they've succeeded. They made me feel comfortable, and that's the most anybody can ask for when they own a business.